Again, let's say there's a talent which gives you 10% crit chance. Like all your attacks plus 10% crit. I put a point in it. The next point only gives you 5% or 2%. Those additional points are far less valuable than that first point. So anyway, that's my general thought process on talent spending and things of that nature in games like this. Let's go back through here. Okay, now this is a new area, finally. I think that, yep, brings the gate up. Just checking to see if there's anything out there. You can obviously run along that wall, but there's nothing to grab a hold of. Actually, I don't even think you can grab and run along that wall the way the texture was. Little beetle. Testing out these claws. So I guess it was a claw. It just, from my perspective, looked like a polearm. These claws are ridiculous. Look at that shit. 944 and 1430 crit. And they're fast as shit. I think my mentality might be changed on weaponry. I remember thinking when I was playing this, like, holy crap, these claws are ridiculous, and they're so fast. It seemed like the damage difference, despite what the numbers said in the inventory, it just seemed like the damage wasn't that different, and you attack so fast that even though you do less damage, it makes it up in speed. Look at that. I'm trying to evaluate the damage in regard to speed. Because, like, let's say, you know, your two-hander does, 2,000 damage on hit, but it takes, 2 seconds to wire it up. Well, let's say you can crit or hit with the claws for 800. But you can hit 3 times in a second. Well, that's 2,400 damage as opposed to the 2,000 for the two-hander. And the thing with the claws is that because you're not wasting so much animation time... Oh, he's about to get owned. Look at that. Look at that! He's getting toe up. That was a joke. That was a complete joke. I think this is the first time I've seen these bug things. And here, again, remember when you see that little purple circle like that? I'm building up for the special attack, where it does more damage, and if I time it right, I can actually get a decent combo going. Here I do want to equip the Life Leech weapon, just because it's faster. I'm going to go ahead and use Reaper Form here to see if I can just take him out. Because I really have a weird thing about using health potions. I try not to. I always feels like I'm cheesing it. I should have brought those guys back up in that fight. But I always feel like I'm cheesing it. Like in a game like this, again, where if you're skillful, and you're playing well, and you're paying attention, you should take minimal damage. So that leads me to think that, well, if I'm using health potions, then I'm playing badly, right? I shouldn't be getting hit, or I should be getting hit minimally. And if I'm getting hit a lot, I'm not cheating, but I'm kind of cheesing it up just by spamming health potions. Games like, Diablo or normal RPGs, you're gonna get hit no matter what. That's just the way it is. But in games like this, if you're paying attention, yeah, you'll get hit sometimes, but you shouldn't be getting destroyed and chugging health pots. I just feel like you're not playing right. And that's the big thing with me. I like to play well. I don't like just to beat the game. I want to play it well. Which is one reason I tend to play on harder difficulties. Because I want to be challenged. I don't want to just, spam one attack button all the way through the game and chug potions to make up for terrible play. But that's just my correct opinion. on it. I know some people don't really care about the challenge. You know, most people I know in real life, they tend to play games on just like the normal default setting. They don't care about learning all the combos and learning about how to properly time your dodges and parries and all that. And that's fine. I mean, people play for different reasons. But for me, I really enjoy the feedback that the game gives you because you, as a player, have increased. Because, you know, obviously a lot of times in RPGs, yeah, that is another derp dirt moment. I was sitting there thinking, well, how can I get those guys over there to push that? And I'm looking at it, and I remember thinking, you idiot. You go do it, you lazy bastard. Oh, excuse me. That came out of nowhere. I was thinking, you idiot and lazy bastard. Just jump on the wall and do it yourself. So that was another just dumb moment by me. So we're in a new area now. We've been able to get to a different area. Let's take a drink here. But yeah, so because I get that a lot when I'm playing games, like when I played Hitman, when I played Dishonored, and at first I wasn't knocking anyone out in either of those games, or trying not to. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, well, you know, you still get the same points if you knock them out. It doesn't count against you if you knock them out and then hide the body." It's not just about the points. I take it as a personal challenge. Can I do this without alerting anybody, without killing anybody, any of that? So, and obviously, if you've watched those LPs, you know that I eventually do give up in both cases, even though I do try to minimize knockouts, just because, again, I take it as a personal challenge to try to see if I can do it. I'm really enjoying this game so far. I know I've mentioned this before. I had kept putting it off as far as finishing it, because I remember not being that crazy about it. I know one of my main complaints, again, was the lack of combat. Like, I enjoyed the combat system, but it didn't seem like there was enough. But this kind of the second go at it, there's been an increase in the number of combat encounters, which pleases me greatly. And I do realize they are going for a combination of combat and puzzle solving, but it seems like the early game, it's mostly puzzle solving and running from place to place, and it might go back to that. I just hope it does not. I like the puzzle solving, but I want more combat. It seems there was too much of one and not the other. Those blades are just bizarre looking. You know what they look like? If you've played WoW, they look like their old Wrath. I think, was it Wrath? The old Warrior shoulders, the old Mega Man shoulders, as they're called. Looks like we found the spider. Oh.
I hoped a champion would arise who could face the corruption, and you have come far, horseman. A pity that your journey ends here.
Let's see. Oh. Now, here's a mistake I made. While I was killing those easy bugs, I should have already switched my weapon. Here, I've switched to my health steal weapon. I should have already done that with those easy kill bugs. But no, it doesn't seem to be stealing health. Did I switch to the right weapon? I thought that's what I did. And I died because I ran out of health. So, I don't know. If I did switch to health steal, it didn't seem to be working, because I was specifically listening to it. Sorry, I got quiet for a second because I thought I heard something. I think it was just my ice maker. My very loud ice maker. For those of you who come to the stream, people always comment on how incredibly loud the ice maker is whenever I go to get ice, which is really, I mean, it's about as loud as any typical ice maker. I don't know. Anyway, so here I'm still low on health. Now see, there I did get health back. Maybe this wasn't doing that damage. still getting destroyed. I know. I do remember it was. Here, I just finally suck it up. But I remember having a hard time learning his animations. Like, I would think he's done with the attack, or he's not going to attack yet, and then I'd get owned. Like that. Like, I thought, okay, he's done with attacking for a second. Now, that attack in particular gets me a lot. The one where he rushes forward. I don't think, I don't know if I ever really got the hang of that one. Just looking at my weapons, make sure I get the health steal. Because it's kind of weird how the save works, because you saw it saved before at that checkpoint. But, and I had to keep, so that means I had to keep switching back to the lifesteal. But if I change to the lifesteal after I die, I run past the save point again, and it saves it. I don't know what's happening. Here, I completely lost sight of him, and it caught me off guard. So I'm just going to lock in, make it so much easier. Yeah, I'm just using a slow weapon to steal the health.
You cannot stand against me.
Sometimes in fights like this, I mean, depending on how difficult it is to restart it, sometimes it might be easier just to kind of stand back and learn the animations, and then focus on trying to do damage, so that you know when to get out and what to expect. But really, in this game, it's generally really good about starting you right back to where you were. Super sorry about that. Really good about starting you right back where you were. So it's of negligible value of using a lot of time just standing back and not doing anything. Yeah, those animations, I'm definitely... You can tell I'm struggling here, learning his animations and when to react. I don't even know if I dodged that on purpose. I think that was more of an instinctual dodge. And again, I'm using my health steal axe, the two-hander, but you can tell I always start attacking with my scythes, because it feels like if you just use the two-hander in a combo, it feels like you attack faster with it. If you start your attack off with the two-hander, it just feels like it takes longer to attack. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but that's the impression that I get. My key for harvest wasn't working, so I just chose it. See, again, totally bombing on learning his attack patterns. And I didn't want to spend a lot of time fighting this guy, so I am using my health potions. This fight's really not bad at all. I just really bad at learning his pattern. The spider part is actually the easiest. It doesn't seem like the spider does much damage to you. It's very, very easy to hit because he's so huge. His attacks are incredibly telegraphed. And just, I don't know, just very easy. Much, much easier than fighting the sword guy. Or just the sword guy, I guess. And he tends to move slower as well, so it's easier to use my two-hander and get my life back. So overall, it's just, I prefer to fight the spider. Yeah, ouch. Looks like I won't be fighting him any longer. Oh. Somebody's getting toe up.
Enough! I will ride with you, horseman, even unto the Lord of Bones. Even unto judgment.
Echidna's fangs. See, now fashioned with weapons for death, siphon health from his foes, weakening them only to strengthen the Reaper. I don't know if that actually does steal life, even though they make it sound like that. I don't recall. I probably gonna look at them here in a second. I don't remember them being that great. See, I'm still trying to get better at that charge attack, timing it. Because it's all about the timing on that. Letting go of the button, the charge button, right as the little circles hit the right spot. Excuse me. Mall. Burpity. So here I was a little confused. Because I forgot that guy's name was Basilius. So it looks like those two quests were basically ended the same exact way. For that quest, you beat Basilius, and then for the other quest, he's riding the other creature that you were supposed to kill anyway. So you killed two birds with one stone. I almost said literally, but they were not actually birds. Alright, so crit chance, stinging venom. I really don't like... They look pretty interesting. I really don't like when they have titles, like special ability, and it just says a name like stinging venom. Because I have no idea what that is. I don't know if there's a way to see what it is. As you see, I did choose like more info there, but it didn't actually say specifically what that does. So here I'm just checking out the charge ability. See, 1200 damage like right off the bat, and you charge when you do the let go of that special ability. Now again, remember, if I do it correctly, when I hold the charge, the purple circle goes in to death. When you time it, when you let go of it at the correct time, you see the purple circle go away from death. It emanates out. And honestly, I end up missing it way more than I get it. So, alright, got another one of those stones. I'm under the impression that I've probably missed a bunch. The Stone of the Mystics. Now from here, I think I can just fast travel out. I don't know why I ran face first into that wall. So, I think there's anything else of value in this dungeon area.
Dust? What do you see?
Man, I don't know why I keep relying on this. Oh, I'm not really relying on the bird because he's off so many damn times. Oh yeah, I want to go ahead and summon these guys just to have them.
From dust I am reborn.
From my Raven, you're reborn? Oh, almost
As
ran
you
off
command.
into the pit there. That'd have been brilliant. I think I'm just exploring to make sure I got everything. Because as you know, I like to explore every nook and cranny. Oh, maybe it's not quite that bad. Yeah, then the bottom floor is just where those two chests are, so there's really no need to go back there, I don't think. So I think I would be pretty safe just to fast travel out of here.
Go.
I don't know if I've been up here. Yeah, oh, that's how you're supposed to get out, I think, if you get locked over there. It's just up there, I assume. So he's wanting me to go to the store. But yeah, sometimes Dust, he'll lead you a direction, you go that direction, then he ends up flying right back where you came from. So what's the point? Pretty sure he's just a gigantic troll pet. So yeah, see, it's still wanting me to go back through there, so I'm wanting to try it to see if there's any actual value to me doing that. Sending the ghost back across so he can hit the button to open this gate. Even though I think I could go around.